Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, Get Daved. In the last video, the world ended. Who knows what's left? Appears to be some land with a singular house and a desert and 4 trees. Ooh, 5. There you go, everybody. This is what's left for us. Looks like we've got Cella's there, in bed. And Sid. Who, recall, raised Cella's, for the most part, as his own daughter. Hey. Boy, there'd be a lot of atrophy on her body. Oh no. He wasn't a young man to begin with. Wasn't just the worst dream you've ever had. Are you going where I think you are? Yep. Welcome to the new world, everybody. Hard to believe that this is the game where we were fighting an anthropomorphic octopus. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Not all of the fish are healthy. Okay. Now at this point, everybody, make sure you've got some equipment on her. Gonna go with sprint shoes and the ribbon. Always have a ribbon equipped in the World of Ruin on at least one character. You will regret it otherwise. I'm also going to save state here. Both of these fish look pretty healthy because they're swimming fairly strong. You can check if you want in the item menu under the rare items. We've got Terra's Pendant. Oh, one of the fishes was rotten. No big deal. We've still got the cider and the old clock key from Locke's scenario. So, here's the thing. Sid may or may not recover. So, if you only feed him good fish, and you can find out how he's doing based on the sort of stuff he says to you. If you only feed him good fish or no fish at all, he will die. The mechanic is different types of fish give him or take away HP. I'm going to show you the situation where he dies first. Just so you know, because it is an extremely moving scene. Nothing to feed him today. And he also loses HP the longer you're in here. I wonder if that fish is even good. The rotten fish subtract HP from him. So if you feed him poorly, he'll die even faster. The worst part about it is it's not sudden. You see it slowly happen over time. When I first played this game, I just tried feeding him all the fish, and it's pretty hard to keep him alive if you keep feeding him bad fish as long as good ones. Also note, every single time you come in to see him, he's just getting back in the bed. As if he's off writing something or working on something, it's unclear what. Alright, I think we're coming to it, everybody. I think it's going to be a while before I can get that fish, and at least there's a nice bird. Oh man, the fish died in the water. Well, oh man, I think that's it. I read a thing on GameSpot a little while ago, or I don't know, maybe it was some other article. It was some review of Heavy Rain, and the person said, for the first time ever, video games have really emotionally engaged the audience. And I would just say, that's full of it. Slowly failing to nurse your only company back to health in a world that's ended. I'm telling you, everybody, this game hit the heart first. You know what? Let's just walk back, I think. It's happened. Should I consider the opera lyrics again? Why she felt so hurt by Locke? All you can do right now is walk up and see the dead bird. Yep. When you're feeling down in this world, there's only one thing you can do to cheer up. Cells has always been a strong character, but I don't think this is the sort of fight she could win. Not this type. Call the symmetry to her throwing the bouquet of flowers off the balcony in the opera. But you wash up on the beach either way. Also, this is a touching little scene. The bird's carrier pigeon that has a bandana. You'll recall there was almost that pigeon up there actually survived and had Locke's bandana on it. Somewhere else in the world, Locke's alive and took the effort to help a carrier pigeon Stay alive. Also, one little detail Salas didn't notice before. Stairs to the raft. This is what he's been working on every time you've come in. His final act, even though it cost him his life, was to get Salazar raft. But as potent as all of this is, everybody, I can't cope with it. Sid's gonna live, damn it. So I'm gonna off-screen me gathering the healthy fish, nursing him back to health, because I do not accept his death. It's avoidable. We're gonna save him, damn it. So I'll see you all in a minute. Alright everybody, I've been feeding him the healthy fish all along, and... oh, that wasn't quite enough. That pause of giving you the prelude. So one more fish should put us over the top. We've got a yummy fish, so... there we go. We nursed him back to health, everybody. Yay! We don't have to have more sorrow in this game. No, it didn't exactly make the scenario happy, but the final pang of suffering is taken out of it. Mass Effect 3 could learn something from it. Again, a little subtext for the Loxell's relationship. They use a soft touch, and that's why it's so great. So, she hops on the raft, and we find out what else is out there. It's odd that it flowed out when the tide is clearly pushing in, but no big deal. And now, the world is our oyster. The world of balance follows a pretty linear plot structure. There's not much you can do to deviate from the flow of events. The world of ruin has got a very few fixed events you have to do. And then after that, it's wide open, so... you have to find Edgar, and you have to find Setzer. And with those three characters, you can beat the game. But I'm more interested in finding everybody. Okay, a lot of enemies in the world of ruin attack with attacks like stone, or petrification, I should say. Zombie. So you want the ribbon on to give you protection against those. If you don't have a ribbon, a jewel ring will do. That'll at least cover petrification. I'll show you real quick. Up here is Kefka's tower. It can only be assaulted from the air, but Kefka's at the top of that thing, or somewhere in it. And let's check out Albrook, shall we? I also cooked an Esper, something I forgot to do with cells before. Yeah, that tower's crazy. Delightful. Everybody's selling different equipment. Nothing that great, but... I actually killed one and I own the other. We'll be taking care of all of them. All 8 dragons, Funbaba, and Doomgaze. Sometimes known as Death Guys. Both names are stupid. Nothing revolutionary for equipment. That's alright. Bowser and his paintings. Crusader is the alleged ultimate Esper. Do I look just like a man? I guess it's that sparkle in her eye again. Although you still get that line even if Sid dies, and I can't help but think, she tried to kill herself. How much of a sparkle is left? And oh, do you remember how this place was bustling last time we were here? Yeah, that guy was complaining about the troops back in the day, but now he misses the dorm. That part's true. Largely, the imperial capital of Vector comprises Kefka's Tower, actually. And there's not much left for us on this continent, aside from walking to Sen. So up we go. I recommend you steer clear of the desert for now, at least until you have a second character. Yeah, the Serpent Trenches. You remember that. It's above water now. Before we step further into Sen, you're going to have a choice to make. There's a timed event coming up here. Now, you're going to want the ribbon on no matter what, because things can go really badly for you if you don't have it on. The question is, what else do you go with? Sprint shoes are a good idea, but I'm actually going to recommend having the Charm Bangle to reduce your enemy encounter rate. We're at least going to experiment with that. I've never really tried this approach, so let's see what happens. Sprint shoes double your walking speed. You can also do this much later if you want. Yeah, Kefka fried something. Alright, I'm gonna state save because I don't know how this is gonna work. Hey! Save the child that's in there. Okay, so hence our save stating. Now the real trick, you can only be in this house at this point in the game. The real trick is to, you know, try avoiding fights rather than ending them quickly. You can run if you want, or you can try finishing them via traditional means. Looks like the physical attack wasn't such a great idea. I'm gonna try Bolt. Okay, I don't have Bolt. I'm gonna try Fire. That's more like it. Okay, so every fight I'm just gonna spam Fire too then. I recommend going for the basement first. Looks like the Charm Bangle isn't actually making that big a difference. These are the guys that can petrify you. And that was well, one of the attacks anyway. Oh my goodness, that did nothing. I'm starting to get a little nervous here. Okay, they're highly susceptible to physical attacks. Again, you could go get the next character and then come back here and just blitz through it, have the Charm Bangle, and Sprint Shoes, and immunity to petrification, and more firepower for getting through these encounters quickly. But, you know, that's a weak choice in my books. Come back with some sort of physical attack that can hit all the enemies. And I'm declaring this experiment a failure. Oh, shoot. Okay, get the kid first and then get out. looks like not having the charm bangle has made very little of a difference. Running shoes might not be a terrible idea. Yay, Mystery Veil. I don't even have that thing on, I really should. This is painful. Half our time's gone already. We spent the whole thing watching a gauge fill. Magicite, not that valuable. Alright, kid rescued. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna off-screen this one. Alright, and we're back. Honestly, the black belt would be a good idea, too. Oh, man. I wish I'd thought of it. Okay. Fire 2. No screwing around. We're going with Fire 2 on this one. Drain should do virtually nothing. They've got full HP right now. There is a couple good pieces of equipment in here. Gravity rod, I think a pearl rod. Oh man, the encounter rate! Okay, Cell has learned Cure 2. I took a few extraneous steps. That's going to bite me in the rear. Drainer's a good weapon. You can steal it from number 024 in the Magitech factory. And we're back. And now just focus on getting out of here. There are a couple treasures that are kind of tempting, like this one. I probably shouldn't have tried for it. Alright, I got out of that one alive, but we're starting to get into a bit of a situation here. Oh my goodness. More than a little bit of a situation here. "40 seconds left. I'm just gonna have to book it for the exit, and I still might not make it on time. Go! I didn't even get anything. That was just a monster in a box. I thought there was a hyper wrist or something. Hit. Heal rod. Can't get more of those. And I regret nothing. Except my possible demise. Oh no, this is it. If they're all gonna go. Oh, good. Alright, that was one of my worst... one of my worst runs in there ever. If I could do it all again, I would recommend going in probably no sprint shoes, because remember, most of your time is wasted in fights, not actually walking. Charm Bangle, maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. But the black belt, that's the real secret. Smash Kefka. Alright, so we have Sabin. Most people get him second, and I strongly recommend it. But again, he's not mandatory or anything. Go with the Power Sash because it's much better. Black belt, always nice to have on Sabin. Whoops. Looks like he was working on Carbuncle before. Not actually that big a fan of the Esper. I guess we'll just have him keep working on it until he learns Reflect. And yeah, Cell's leveled up there with a useless Esper equipped, but as it turns out, I needed pretty much every second I spent in there, so... Never equipped Shiva, I suppose it makes sense. I'm gonna actually switch her to that right now. Mobla's got really fried, that's no good. Why, yes, I have, because I've been watching Get Dave's Let's Play. Nothing really remarkable except the black belt. I will buy 2, so I have 4. Also, hyper-wrists can be purchased in Ikea. They could have been purchased a while ago in Ikea. Oh man, sounds like quite a mess. You've lost your nerve? Well, that's good. You can also buy a hyper wrist. So if you didn't find the Fire Knuckle and Zozo earlier, now is the first time you can purchase it. Or at least I'm pretty sure. Still no huge step forward in armor. A little bit disappointing, but we'll soldier on nonetheless. Oh yeah, I already talked to this guy. Alright, that's it for this town, everybody. We're gonna make our way from Mobliz. Again, it's optional, but if you do this, you'll get an Esper that is otherwise missable. So we're gonna head out east. And these battles should be a lot easier now. Fire Dance is your best friend. Also, around this time, Sabin could be learning Airblade. I didn't check if he learns it or not. It's got a little bit more raw power than Fire Dance, but is air elemental. Fire tends to work on a lot of the enemies in this area right now, so consider it. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, he knows Airblade. So you start up and roll back and then towards your enemies. So just like going on a clock from 12 to 9 in clockwise order. And it looks pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Actually, I guess Air Elemental works pretty well on some of the enemies too. I was thinking of Bloompires and Delta Bugs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see them soon. And Buffalax. Okay, we'll try Airblade. See how it works. Also, if you have the ultimate weapon on Celas, yeah, I know Buffalaxes are vulnerable to fire. Alright, looks like we can do no wrong. The last enemy we're going to encounter here is a Bloompire. Speak O the Devil. Oh yeah, and the Lizard. Straight from Final Fantasy 1. Bloompire's extremely high defense, I think 254. But they are vulnerable to fire, and their magic defense not that good, and they've got virtually no HP, so... There you go, everybody. That's how to do everything at this point in the game. It's quite a walk to Mobliz, but it'll be worth it. Unfortunately, the rewards aren't that good at this point in the game. Not many magic points for winning battles, not that many experience points. But the World of Rune's a pretty horrible place. And now we're here. I'm gonna end the video at this point, because I think the next little event's probably gonna go a little long, so I'll see you in the next video, everybody.